You gotta go Bing!
Henry, address the bullet.
Hello, bullet! Hello, bullet! Dead ski.
Better?
Hey you guys, how you doing? It's Henry and Mowers, Blowers, and Guns. Welcome to another product review. As you guys know, this is my latest new build. It's a WMD the Beast. It's made out of all nickel boron coating, upper handguard and lower. I also have stainless steel furniture and chrome takedown and pivot pins, as well as a lower parts kit, trigger group, ambidextrous safety, as well as de-anodized trigger guard, forward assist, Cali key bolt action charging handle, superlative adjustable gas block, and de-anodized bird cage. Ooh, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? Recently, I just got a new red dot along with a 5x magnifier from another company. What am I missing now to complete the build? It's not really necessary for the range per se, but for home protection, to grab it, you need this. What am I missing on this rifle that you need for home protection at night? That's right. A laser and white light flashlight with a tape switch. For my friends over at EZshoot, I have reviewed EZshoot products before. Remember my bore sighter? That was from EZshoot, and that worked great. Saved a lot of ammo at the range, got the bore on target, just a slight adjustment here and there, and you're sighted in with shooting minimum rounds to target your zero. It's fantastic. Anyway, I always was a nut about flashlights. I like them a lot. But this one has an incorporated laser in it too. Let's open up the box and see what we have. Why do you need a laser? Because at night, if you want really quick target acquisition at night, it's dark, you press your tape switch button and the laser goes out. You just follow the green dot. Follow the green dot. Follow the green dot. Anyway, you open up the box and you have a user manual, instructions and all. Here you have the flashlight itself. Tactical light, on and off switch over here. You can replace this with a tape switch if you want, and your regular Picatinny 20mm or Weaver rail attachments. You have a switch over here for just laser, both, or just flashlight. So you can choose. Also here we have the tape switch. Also mounts on a Weaver or Picatinny rail, 20mm, with a QD lever. Quick disconnect. Take it off, put it back on. It has a button for constant on and off, as well as a momentary button, where if you want to just tap it to flash real quick, or to light up what you want, and that's enough, so you let go. I really like that. This doesn't feel like anything that's cheap. It feels like high quality. Good clicks, good momentary button. Spring-loaded mount. And basically you would just plug this in to the end here and you're good to go. Nice solid attachment with another screw in to hold it. What about the batteries? Also in the box is double-sided tape in case you wanted to use that as opposed to using your Picatinny attachment, along with a two hex tools and the screws. Now usually optics, brands, accessories, they don't even give you any batteries. But not only do they give you batteries with EZshoot, they give you a second spare battery in case you run out. These are the 123A kind of batteries. Pretty common, lithium ion, 1600 milliamps per hour. These usually last a long time. And these are more common these days than it has been. So when shit hits the fan, you could probably still get these in a store somewhere. You just have to rob the store, that's all. Okay, as you guys saw how I installed it, you actually have a choice of putting the tape switch on the side here if you want, right? By using the M-lock system. So you can remove this bottom QD, quick disconnect rail over here, right, mount. And you could affix the 2 screws that came with it with an M-lock feature on an M rail. So you can have it more slimline if you want it, but this does not get in the way of my optics. So being that I put my hand here on this angled foregrip anyway, my thumb can have the choice of pressing full-time light or momentary button. Now the momentary button works like this. You press it once and it's a steady. You press it quickly again and it's a strobe. Of course, like I said before, you can choose whether you want just the light, fast push for strobe, you want just laser. You can see the laser, right? Or you can have laser and light by switching the selector to the middle, so that's both laser and light, fast push, laser, strobe. Really cool. I usually put my tape switch on the side, but being that I have the angled foregrip here, this is just perfect for the way my hands feel. You have to decide where you want to mount it. I mean, I don't like bulky things, so I would probably have mounted it slimline along the side over here for my thumb. But this way, it works well with my hands anyway. Not to mention I have these things over here, so it kind of gets in the way of it. I think this is fine for now. If you didn't like it, you could always change it. And I always like the angled flashlight as opposed to it being on side or straight on the bottom. So I like it angled so the profile fits in most gun cases. I had to add my own Picatinny rail, you know, M-lock, very easy. And I think this works out great. Obviously, the more shit you add onto your rifle, the heavier it is, but you know, you need a flashlight for self-defense, right? Usually shit happens at night. So a flashlight is really kind of a priority, you know what I mean? A flashlight and a quick target acquisitioning optic, such as a good red dot. That preferably is a MOJACK shake awake feature where you don't have to fumble around with on and off switches. You just pick it up and it's automatically on. You leave it there and after a little while it automatically shuts off. That's what I like about it. I pretty much will not use an optic that isn't shake awake. At least for self-defense, right? If it's a range gun, it doesn't really matter. If it's a range gun, you need magnifiers, LPVOs, something like that. But man, I mean, this is pretty complete now. I don't know if I'm gonna be using this or that. I might be getting something really interesting in the future, so stay tuned for that. But today, my review was on the EZshoot combination laser and tactical flashlight, 1000 lumens. The 2 CR123 batteries that came with it, it wasn't a spare. This takes 2, so I put the 2 in there, so that gives you a lot of lumens. You know, 1000 lumens is decent, you know. Really easy to install. It took me 2 seconds to put it on. You know, it took me longer to put my M-lock rail on here, you know what I mean? But that's only because I wanted it at this angle, you know. Otherwise, you could just put it on here if you want, as long as you can find a rail. And like I said, you can have your tape switch. I call it a tape switch. Some people call it a tape switch, but you know, it's your on and off switch, so you don't have to turn this to turn it on, which you can do also, see? And if you turn this off, it bypasses to your tape switch. So like I said, press it momentary for steady, press it quick for strobe, and then you can select whether or not you want the laser by itself, light by itself, or both at the same time. I think at night though, if you want to see, you really should have your flashlight. And then if you could see the green dot within the flashlight, that's even easy targeting too. There's screws here for the laser, windage and elevation. That's right. Once you have your red dot or optic sighted in to perfect 0, right, you can look through this while adjusting your flashlight and your laser to coincide with your red dot. So your green dot and your red dot should overlay together. Therefore, you know that even if you don't look through your red dot, you can just look at the laser and see that you're on target. Really useful. I have this on my self-defense 9mm carbine weapon too, whereas I have a shake awake red dot 1x, as well as a, you know, the square thing where it's a combo flashlight as well as laser. Laser is sighted in along with my red dot, so I can either use my red dot to find the target, or I could press the tape switch for my flashlight, and it's also a laser. It's the same thing. So I have 2 targeting options, which is, you know, you want one, period, right? But I have 2. So either way, you're going to find the target if you're talking about CQB and self-defense. Range weapon, anything goes. You can do whatever you want. You really don't need a flashlight for the range, do you? Unless you plan on shooting at night with tracer rounds. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today. This is a cool item, and it's not very expensive. It's from EZshoot. Go check out their Amazon store. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys are interested. Go check it out. They got a lot of other shit. I'll see you guys next time on Mowers, Blowers, and Guns.